we have like reaching 610 participants. Unfortunately, most of them, they have no internet connection, or they have very poor internet connection. So I will request everyone who wants to show their videos, or actually those one who don't want to show the videos, to let us know, because then we have to edit the videos. They're looking forward to listening to all the talks by Jacek, Alex Brown, and everyone who spoke during the taste of nuclear physics. And we'll have all the videos ready by sometime next week. So also please send us your presentations at the typical email address, tastemp@uwc.ac.za. And now, actually, let's we decided to get some sponsorship and trying to do some anti-COVID-19 campaign and help our students. We decided to give awards to those who are leading scientific publications in world-class journals. And we have selected 5 students, 5 awards that will be given. 4 of them are in nuclear science, and 1 of them will be in material science. So the first one will be introduced by Krish Barutram, our South African pioneer at CERN, doing material science. Please, Krish, can you say something about this award?
Okay, thanks, Nico. The prize for material science goes to Sipho Captain Nkoloda. Now, Sipho is from the rural areas of the Eastern Cape. His father worked in the mines and used to come home once or twice a year. And this is how the mines were run, and this is how the migrant labor system started in South Africa. And Captain, according to his supervisor, has the determination and the training to lead material science in South Africa in the near future. Captain's thesis was supervised by Chris Arendse and Theo Muller. His paper, entitled A Stable Hybrid Perovskite Solar Cell Sequential Vapor Deposition in a Single Reactor. The paper was published in Applied Energy Materials in 2020. It has 3 citations and 462 reviews. So it is indeed a very commendable achievement, and certainly Sipho is a worthy winner, I would say, of this award. The award is for 10,000 Rand. Well done, Sipho.
Captain, well done. So, Captain, are you there? Are you there, Captain?
Yeah, yes, I'm here, sir.
You didn't expect.
Yeah, thank you for that summary.
I should put you in touch with other students who are also working on solar cells, perovskite solar cells in Durban, at the Durban University of Technology, Sipho. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I will appreciate that, sir. Thanks.
We'll establish a contact via Nico.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Captain, do you want to say something about this?
No, not really, sir. I mean, it was a surprise. I mean, as you say, that we only discussed it this morning, so it was a surprise. I mean, I appreciate the inclusion in the taste. I mean, to have the opportunity to win the award. I'm very grateful for that, and especially putting my name out there. I really appreciate that.
But actually, what Sipelo, can you say a little bit of what you did, how you improved the efficiency of solar cells to 11.6%? It was that, Sipelo? It's a big achievement with the technique you use, right?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. With the technique that we're using, I mean, we did struggle a bit in the beginning, so we had to optimize some things. I mean, as we say, as the paper says, these are the perovskites. So the first thing was to deposit the perovskites thin films only on glass. And then the next stage was to take that into a solar cell. So in a solar cell, there are many things that are included. So that was the struggle to optimize the device performance. So we struggled a lot in that. So, I mean, initially we were having like 4% or below that. So with this, of course, we did some tweaking on the other, which is on the other layers that are involved in the device. And by doing that, which is optimizing the device performance, we improve into that 10% or above. So it was a lot. It was a lot. And I mean, and this is our first work on solar cells here in the department. I mean, Prof. Arendse, if he was here, he would have said so. This is our, I mean, part of the first works that we do in solar cells. I mean, working in a device that is functioning. So again, we're looking into improving on that. The problem with perovskites, I mean, this is a low efficiency compared to the record efficiencies. The problem is that the perovskites are really unstable, and you need to work on the device, not just the layer, the absorbing layer. The other layers are involved. You need to work on that. So we want to improve on the device performance, at least get, I mean, close to 20% using this paper method.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Captain, thank you so much for your big heart and all the effort you put in this department. I'd like to know who asked you, Captain. Who called you Captain in the first place?
Yeah, that's you, sir. I mean, that nickname came from you. Yeah. Everyone in the department have used that.
But you're our real. You are our real captain. You are our real captain, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, sir.
So our next awards will be given by a fellow of the Royal Academy, by Peter Butler. Peter, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Thanks so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's my great pleasure to award the prize, or a prize, one of the prizes, to Kenzo Abrahams. Now, Kenzo, I gather, hails from somewhere near Stellenbosch in the Western Cape, and he started out his research career at Itemba, I think, under the supervision of Nico. And there he is. Hi, Kenzo. And he actually was the first recipient of a CERN PhD bursary from anybody from the University of Western Cape. So that's a great distinction. And Kenzo was part of the fabulous team that embarked to CERN in 2007. No, he said 2000. Yeah, 2017, I think it was. In the quest for selenium-70. And selenium-70 proved to be a little bit elusive, but in the end, you did a successful experiment on Germanium-66, and we heard you give that presentation on Tuesday afternoon. And I was amused to see that it's not just the old and doddery that have difficulty with the technology, but anyway, cast that aside. Very nice talk. Now, the other very important thing that Kenzo did when he was at CERN in 2017 and in 2018 was that he played a major role in setting up the Miniball spectrometer. The Miniball spectrometer, of course, played a central instrument for obtaining lots of data from the Higher-Solder facility for Coulomb excitation and in particular. And while he was there, he was actually mentored and looked after by Liam Gaffney. And I got a quote actually from Liam, if I can read it off this article, which you can find, I think, in the Independent Online newspaper. So if you type Kenzo Abrahams CERN, you immediately come up a whole lot of Google articles in which this particular one features. And this is why I found this quote. And what Liam said was that in 2017, Kenzo came to CERN eager to learn all about the setup, maintenance, and operation of the Miniball spectrometer. 1 year later, he returned as an expert. And Maximum performance of the detectors was critical, and Kenzo's contribution was crucial in ensuring we could measure the weakest transitions, performing calibrations and careful maintenance at the detectors prior to the experiment. And many experiments benefited from that setup, and including some of mine, which I mentioned on Monday, I think it was. So many thanks to Kenzo. So extremely, absolutely worthy recipient of this prize, which, I mean, presumably you'll get some sort of paper diploma to stick on your wall, which you can have for many years to come. Probably what you won't have for many years to come is the 10,000 Rand monetary prize that you will receive as well. Anyway, maybe if everybody could unmute their microphones, please, just click the button and give a good round of applause. Let's try this out, shall we? Just unmute the mic, okay? Okay, over to you, Kenzo.
Thank you so much, Peter, for such a beautiful introduction. Kenzo,
Yeah.
are you taking the surprise?
Thank you. I'm actually quite honored for the prize. I actually didn't expect to win anything, you know, but it's good to know that people see the effort that we put in. And like, I have a quote that's actually on my email. I'm actually just going to read what my email quote says after I type an email. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. So it's actually an honor. Thank you. I don't actually know what to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Kenzo. Another round of applause. So we have a third award. We have actually 5 awards. So the third one, unfortunately, his supervisor is not here or to say something about it. But the third one goes to KG Malaji. He rises from Limpopo. He's a good friend of our Makabata Mokoloboto. He came through the Manu Smart Science program at UWC, Unisulu, and Itemba Labs. He has done his PhD at Stellenbosch University, and now he's a postdoc at Itemba Labs. And he also published in 2019 a Physics Letters B paper, leading author paper. All these students, they were leading in their publications, and re-estimation, the title is Re-estimation of the Tantalum 180 nucleosynthesis in light or newly constrained reaction rates. Supervisors, Matis Videking, Suniva Siem, and Paul Papka from Stellenbosch University. KG, you have 10,000 rands as a taste award for your contribution to science in South Africa and for being a leading author in Physics Letters B. Are you there? Thank you so much. Another round of applause for KG, please.
I'm here, Nico. I'm here, and can you hear me?
Of course. Switch on your video so we can see your face.
Oh, that's not gonna be possible because I'm driving.
Oh, you're driving. Okay.
Yes, I'm driving, but I did connect to Bluetooth, so I can't show my face.
All right, no problem.
I'm really grateful for the honor, and thank you very much for the acknowledgement and the support actually through the whole Manas Metsai and all the way. So thank you very much, Nico and the team.
KG, you are one of our stars. So thank you. Another award that goes well done to another leading author in one of the top journals. So the fourth award.
Wow!
KG?
Okay.
Thank you. So the fourth award, I like people enjoying the prizes. The fourth award goes to Makwane Aber Sitole. And we have John Shapi here to introduce him and his work. Thank you, John. Thank you, Abel Sitole.
Yeah, well, Abel came all the way through the Manus course, and poor chap got me as his MSc supervisor, And after that, having learnt so much, he failed to get another PhD supervisor, who was me again. So, and he's had a pretty tough ride because he comes from a township in Gauteng, and he's really been brought up by his sister, his older sister, who, as they are orphans, and he told me that she got him all the way through school and university by selling food and things in their township. And but recently with the COVID, it's been very tough, and it was pretty tough before that as well. So he's done remarkably, and I gave him a project on the 163 ytterbium because I've always liked odd nuclei, as Peter Butler knows to his cost. Because I think it's always been fascinating the way they couple or don't couple or whatever to the core nuclei, especially when they're deformed or have got some peculiarities. I think it tells you an awful lot about nuclei. And he's published his paper in European Physical Journal A, and on the new collective structures in the 163 ytterbium nucleus. And this, of course, was done with the Aphrodite spectrometer, rather enhanced thanks to Cobus Laurie, who'd managed to start getting us some more detectors during his interim period when they left him for so long as the acting director of Vitemba Labs. So, and he's done very well. He discovered where the 505 band was in this nucleus and where its energies were and how it tracks the beta bands in the core nuclei. He's currently working on his PhD thesis in let me see, 187 osmium, where the gamma bands are at their lowest. So gamma vibrations, so-called, at their lowest. And that is that's really a bit of a stinking project that I set up because the damn decay schemes are so diabolically complicated, and weirdly, with adding neutrons, because it's at the top of the shell, it's these nuclei getting less deformed, so they become even more complicated. And anyway, he thoroughly deserves it. He's a bit shy, but he's learning, and he answers back. And he's got a sense of humor because he laughs at my joke, though I am a bit jokes, but I'm a bit unsure whether he's laughing at my jokes or at me. So anyway, it's very good, and it's been a pleasure to work with him and all the other students who've been putting up so much hard work and really making a tremendous strides forward. And hopefully it's going to do the country some good.
He has another paper, John. You say it's submitted to FIS Reps.
Yeah, no, he submitted another paper on the simple things in the 187 gadolinium. So he's got another one coming out. I think it's been submitted, hasn't it? Where is he? Is he there?
Hey, Bill.
Yeah.
It's your time. Yeah. Please show your face.
It's submitted. Or is Elena still fussing?
Yes, I did submit one of the papers.
Abel, can you show yourself? So
I'm trying, but I have a problem here in my laptop. I think the camera is not that good.
Okay, let's try a little bit, Abel, so we can see the winners. You know, so people when they see you.
He's probably in a compromising position.
Right.
No, I mean, I have a problem with this laptop that I'm using. Usually, like when I'm zooming, it does not show like the camera. I don't know what's wrong with it.
So remember, just to remind you that the awards, all this sponsorship comes from, actually we have 2 more awards on top of these 5 we are giving. We have 2 students who will have an online course at Micron Semiconductor in the UK. So I think one of those will be, I don't know if he's here, but we have to decide who's going to go. One for sure is Elia Akakpo, who this morning he won a T-shirt, and he will be one of those students going to do the online coursework on how to develop. I think they want to do an online course on diamond detectors. Elia, you are there, so you are another recipient of an award. Elia.
Nico,
Here he is, Elijah.
I'm here.
Elijah, you will be going to Micro Semiconductor hopefully one day in person.
You should forgive. Can I interrupt? You should forgive Nico. You know, he only has a Spanish accent and doesn't realize that God actually speaks English. And actually, when he speaks Latin, he speaks the English version and not the Roman version either. So, so I think he's Elijah, according to that bit. But
Elijah, I say Elijah, no? Elijah Akakpo. Is it well pronounced, Elijah?
Yes, just that sometimes you end up calling me a liar, and I feel as if I am a liar instead of Elijah.
Elijah. Oh, okay. No, I used to call Aphrodita, which is actually the name in Spanish.
No, it's Aphrodite. God speaks Greek with an English accent as well. Come on.
So another student will be selected, one of those two. But also we have some sponsorship from XIA, from CAM, from Biotechnique here in South Africa. And these are and also we have one coming from the DVC academic, the DVC research at UWC, who is giving an award for one of the biggest achievements at UWC. You look at the annual report at UWC, page number 1 goes to the next winner, to Sebo Ngwetseni, for his publications on physics letters B, hyperfine interactions, EPJ web of conferences, leading publications now with 22 citations in his paper, Continuing Influence of Shell Effect at High Excitation Energies, and the DVC is awarding you with a laptop. Sebo Ngwetseni, congratulations.
Thank you, Rico.
Yeah, he is. So what do you have to say, Sebo?
Well, it's an honor. I thank you for the award, for the work that started off. We didn't really know what we were doing at first for this project. What I knew is that I didn't want to calculate BE2 values yet, but they are creeping up for me. Yeah. Now they are coming for me with the Carbon 12 project coming along. Yeah, it's been a really nice ride up to this point. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's again, everyone, let's switch on all the mics and let's thank all the students for their awards. Thank you so much.
Can I?
Yeah, of course. Krish, please.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that Sebo made a very good presentation at the HFI conference in February last year. And we also had a good time in Goa. That's where the conference was held. So, yeah, it was great to be there with Sebo. Thank you, Sebo. And all the best as you go forward in your career as a nuclear physicist.
Very much appreciated, Bob. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see, what is the time? It's 4:15, and then we have our next speaker is what time? At 4 o'clock.